Hello students, welcome to the class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and well at your home. Now students, today we are going to start a very new chapter of your course, which is fractions. Today we will study about fractions. I'm sure you all have studied the same chapter in your previous classes also in class 3 and 4. Now let us continue with the same and proceed forward with some new things forward. But before that, I want you to give some introduction of fractions which you have already studied in your previous class. Now students, very first, fraction, how this term, or you can say the mathematical way of writing the fraction numbers come up. As you can see here, there are 5 different circles. 5 circles I have drawn, and you must be thinking that they are just circles. Something which is round in shape is called circle. But if I say, suppose take it as a chapati. So there are 5 chapatis, suppose, and if I count this chapati as it is, and if I consume all this chapati together, in that case this is also known as whole. This is called whole. Whole means complete, in which there is no division, that is complete. So this portion, this shape or this circular shape is actually in terms of mathematics is known as whole, something which is complete. Now after that, in the second case, suppose there are 2 students, or you can say there are 2 siblings who are sharing one chapati. So they have to share. In that case, what they will do? They will make half of it. Half the one sibling, one sister will take, and half the another, his brother or sister, will take. So in that case, we can say that since it is divided into 2 equal halves, so we can write it in the form of 1 upon 2, or you can say half. After that, suppose I divide the same whole portion into 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts. So in that case, if I am dividing it up like this, suppose these are the 3 equal parts in which I have divided the whole portion. In that case, we call it 1/3. 1/3, or we write it in the form of 1 upon 3. All the portions are 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 3. Here when it was half, it was 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. So this is how, as we divide any whole value into equal number of parts, accordingly the fractions are being made. And writing up the numbers in this upon form, this 1 upon 2 or 1 upon 3, 1 upon 2, this is actually called fraction numbers. Writing something in the upon form using the sign of upon or divide. Similarly, if I divide this whole portion into 4 equal halves like this, clear? So I have divided this portion into, this whole portion into 4 equal parts. In that case, what you will write? We can write it as 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 4. So this is called 1/4. Either we call it 1/4 in words, or we say 1 upon 4. Similarly, if I divide the same fraction, just check out here how many portions I am dividing it up into equal parts. Can you just count how many equal parts are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have divided the whole value into 8 equal portions. 8 equal portions. So what I will write for each part? Each part of it will become 1 upon 8, 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 and similarly 1 upon 8. You can write it as 1/8 portion, 1/8, or 1 upon 8. So this is how we write fraction numbers using the division sign or upon sign. This sign is called upon sign. Now coming to the second part, which is very important, reading and writing of the fraction numbers. How we read and how we write the fraction number. So for that I would like to take an example. Suppose there is a rectangular box. This is a rectangular box. This rectangular box, suppose I have divided into, as you can see, I have divided into 10 equal portions. 10 equal portions. So in that case, and after that, suppose if I shade some of the portion of these 10 equal portions, suppose this is what I have shaded. So in that case, if you have to write that what is the fraction value for this rectangular shape, how you are going to write? Yes. So very first what you have to write is the total number of divisions here. In how many parts I have divided this rectangular blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So the total parts in which we have divided it is 10. Out of these 10 small boxes, how many I have shaded? I have shaded 3 portions, 1, 2 and 3. So the second term it will become is the shaded parts. So how many parts are shaded? 3 parts are shaded. Now if I have to write the fraction for this, so the fraction value will become, so the fraction for this shaded portion will be, you will put a sign of upon, clear? Put the sign of upon in the down value, that means which is called denominator. As you all know, the value which is in the bottom is called denominator. In the denominator you will write the total number of parts, and in the numerator you will write the number of shaded parts. So our fraction will be 3 upon 10. Clear, students? So this is how you can write any fraction depending on the number of shaded portion and the total number of portions. Here the upper value is called numerator. This is called numerator, and the value in the bottom is called denominator. Numerator and denominator. Clear, students? So till now we have done fractions and reading and writing of the fractions. So this 3 upon 10, either you call it 3 upon 10 or you can also say it in the word form 3/10. In words, how we will call it? 3/10. Clear? Now coming to the next part, which is different types of fractions. I'm 100% sure that you all have studied about this in your previous class, but please let's have a quick revision of this once again. So types of fraction if we talk about, so very first is our like and unlike fractions. So there are very first category of dividing the fraction into different parts is like fractions and unlike fractions. So let's see what are they. Fractions having same denominator are like fractions. What are like fractions? The fractions which have same denominator, then it is called like fraction, and unlike fractions have different denominators. And if in case there are 2 or more fractions given to us and which denominators are not same, if denominators are not same, they are called unlike fractions. Clear, students? So let's take an example. Suppose there are some fractions given to you: 1 upon 9, 5 upon 9, 11 upon 9, 61 upon 9. Suppose these are the fractions given to you, and as you can see that in all these 4 fractions the denominators are same, so that's why all these fractions are called like fractions. What are they? They are like fractions because they are denominators. The term in the denominator, you can see the denominators are same. Similarly, if I take another example in which it is 1 upon 9, 6 upon 5, 2 upon 7 and 11 upon 4. And here you can see that the denominators are different. In that case, we categorize them as unlike fractions. So this is the very first type of fractions, like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions in which all the denominators are same, unlike fraction in which denominators are different. The second type of fractions are proper and improper fraction. This is a very important one, proper and improper fraction. If numerator is less than denominator, then it is a proper fraction. So if there is any kind of fraction given to you, suppose I take some examples, like I am writing up some fractions here. Okay, now okay, so here you can see that I have written some fractions, and let us see whether they are proper fraction or improper fraction. So the condition for proper fraction is numerator should be less than denominator. If numerator is lesser than denominator, then it is proper fraction. Reverse of it, if numerator is greater than denominator, then it is an improper fraction. So let's check out which of them are proper and which of them are improper. So very first, if we check out the first fraction, 5 upon 9, here we can say that this is our numerator and this is the denominator. Numerator is 5 and denominator is 9. As you can see that numerator is less than denominator. Numerator is 5 and 5 is less than 9. So numerator is less than denominator. That means 5 upon 9 is a proper fraction. So that's why I circled it, that it is a proper fraction. Similarly, second one, 11 upon 17. Here once again you can see that the numerator is less than denominator. So this is also a proper fraction. Proper fraction, proper fraction. In the next case, once again 2 less than 5. That means again numerator is less than denominator. So this is also a proper fraction. Clear? Coming to the next one, which is 11 upon 5. Now numerator is 11 and denominator is 5. So is 11 less than 5? No. 11 is greater than 5. That means numerator is greater than 5. And when numerator is greater than denominator, then it is improper fraction. So if I write it differently, so this is improper fraction. Last, 5 upon 4, and again you can see that the numerator is greater than denominator. So what kind of fraction is this? This is again improper fraction. So if we talk about proper and improper fractions, proper fraction in which numerator is less than denominator, improper fraction in which numerator is greater than denominator. So this is how we categorize proper and improper fraction. Numerator less than denominator, proper fraction. Numerator greater than denominator, then it is improper fraction. Clear, students? Coming to the next part, in which we have mixed fractions. What are mixed fraction? A fraction which has a whole number and a proper fraction. That means what is mixed fraction? As the word itself shows, mixed. Mixed means combination of two things. So here combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. So for example, how we write mixed fraction? Combination of a whole number. So let's take any whole number. I take 3 here. So this is my whole number, and then I have to write it with the combination of proper fractions. So proper fraction in which numerator should be less than denominator. So if there is any number 3, 1, 2 upon 5, 3, 2 upon 5, then this is called a mixed fraction. This is a mixed fraction. Combination of a whole number with proper fraction. Now the last one is our unit fraction, a fraction in which numerator is 1. If there is any fraction given to you in which numerator is 1, whatever the denominator is, but if numerator is 1, then it is categorized as unit fraction. For example, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 9, 1 upon 11, 1 upon 101, all these are unit fractions because their numerator is 1. The numerator is 1, that means it is a unit fraction. So I hope all these terms related to fractions, reading and writing of the fractions and different type of fractions like, unlike fraction, proper, improper fraction, mixed fraction and unit fraction, all these terms are clear to all of you. Thank you for the lesson, students.